Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome. Welcome again to my podcast, Snack Thoughts. I say welcome again to my podcast, Snack Thoughts. And what is my thought of the day? Well, for this podcast, I want to call it Eating Concrete. I'll say it again, Eating Concrete. And what do I mean and what am I talking about when I say eating concrete? Well, I mean, if any of y'all know the rapper Jay-Z, and some of his rap songs, A Hard Knock Life, you know, basically in a nutshell, when I talk about eating concrete, I'm talking about those periods in our life when we either hit hard times or we get humbled, and we have to learn those valuable lessons when we're catching it. And this life, it's got ebb and flows. It's got ups and downs, and hard times, they can and do happen, to us all. And it's often during these times when we're supposedly down on our luck, or either when we are in a struggle, that we learn the most valuable lessons. And that's why I call it eating concrete. Before great things happen, many times there's humble beginnings. And in some cases, for some people, they may be on top, in one season, and all of a sudden they down in the next season. But it's often in that downturn when they have to go through the struggle or the grind that they actually learn to value, and they learn the most, from those experiences. And it's the same for all of us. Obviously, nobody wants to struggle or go through any type of struggle. And when I talk about eating concrete, I'm not just talking about, say, money. You can be eating concrete with your health. A lot of people miss it and think that money is the end all be all. But what good is it going to do you to be loaded with money, but your health is not straight? How you going to enjoy it? And so when I talk about eating concrete, I'm talking about sometimes periods where sometimes some of us, we get laid out, on our backs, and it's when we are laid out on our backs and, if you want to say maybe helpless, that we begin to get a greater understanding and appreciation, of life. And we are able to step back and reflect on what is really important, but yeah, eating concrete. And we've all been there before, eating concrete is kind of like having something like a bitter taste. I mean, I'm talking about worse than castor oil or cod liver oil, but it's really bitter, but sometimes you got to eat it. You have to eat it, So you may be eating concrete in your business. You're trying to get it off the ground, and it's not turning a profit. And normally they say most businesses fail in the first 5 years, and for some people, failure leads, to greater success for them because they learn from it. For some people, it's maybe they first 1 or 2 businesses failed, and they had to eat that concrete, but they learned, they grew from it, and then they adapted, and the third time they were successful. For some people, like, it's in athletics. You were supposed to be the favorite, to win, but when you got up there, during that moment, you wound up losing. For some people, maybe not even placing. But when I talk about eating concrete, I'm talking about those hard times, that grind, the experience, of failure. That bitter pill that you have to swallow, and oftentimes when you are eating your concrete, a lot of times you got to eat that concrete sandwich by yourself. It seems like nobody around, to help you. You got to go through that thing. And so when you have to go through it and you experience struggle and what that concrete sandwich tastes like, we learn from it because we don't want to eat it. We don't want to eat that sandwich again. And you got to remember, concrete is hard. So I don't know how many of you know, but concrete, and once it's in its hardened form, it's hard to eat and it's hard to swallow. But nevertheless, it does teach us valuable lessons. It teaches us humility. It teaches us, I would say, empathy, for others that are going through the same season. We learn not to be so judgmental because we figure out that, hey, that we could be up today, and down tomorrow. So you never know. So you can't be so quick to look at other people's situation and you see where they are and you only see them in a short span of time and you make a judgment on them, until you get knocked off your high horse and now it's your turn. For some of us, eating concrete, it could be in relationships. It could be in relationships, and, certain failed relationships with maybe key people or people that's important to us, for some, that could knock the wind out. But eating concrete is never pleasant, but it is necessary in order for us to sometimes rebrand or sometimes to rebuild ourselves up. And I'm not going to be too much longer on this podcast, but let's look at some examples of those who ate concrete. If you look in the arena of sports, let's look at Michael Jordan. Before he became the GOAT, the greatest of all time in basketball, it took him 7 years to win his first NBA title. And his concrete, was getting past Detroit. Detroit Pistons were that wall. All the struggles, the hard fouls, the beatings that they had to endure, and then the psychology behind it. He had to withstand that, and then also, he needed some help, with better teammates. But he ate his concrete, he grew from it, and he overcame. Let's see, in business, who has eaten concrete in business? I mean, before, what do you got? Microsoft, what's the guy with Apple? I mean, rest in peace, I believe, Steve Jobs. He experienced some failure before he became a great success. Eating concrete. When you as a business owner, you putting up the money and the credit and you're taking the risk, and during that time period, nobody believes in you or they think that your product is not going to be a success. They say it'll never work. And so you experience the ups and downs and the grind with your business. All of a sudden, you produce a product and a service that is needed to society, and all of a sudden you explode. They ate their concrete. And there's, it just goes on and on and on, you know what I'm saying? People, with their health, and right now, obviously, like I said, I want to talk about, what's going on now, because I know YouTube will probably flag it, but, eating concrete. Going through that grind, and once you eat it, and how you gonna respond to it? Do you learn from it and overcome it, and then from that you grow? But eating concrete, you will definitely learn humility and definitely appreciation for life. Nobody wants to be at the bottom. Nobody. Everybody, wants to be a winner, and everybody loves a winner. But anyway, that's all I have on this one. But yeah, eating concrete, and we all have our seasons, So if you are in your season of eating concrete, just stay the course and keep grinding and know that better days are ahead. We've all been there before. We've all had to eat concrete. Anybody that's been successful has eaten a concrete sandwich. That's all I have, guys, on this one. The name of my podcast is Snacks Thoughts. That's SNAKZTHOUGHTS, Snacks Thoughts. And you can find this podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Spreaker, SoundCloud, Radio PBM, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, and a host of other social media platforms. And so thank you guys for listening. Thank you for those that are subscribed to the channel. And please share it and push it out. I also have a YouTube channel called Eric Broadus YouTube. That's ERICBROADUS YouTube, or ericbroadusyoutube.com. So please go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe also. So smash that bell to become a subscriber. Hit the like button. Leave comments if you don't like the videos or the podcast. Hit the unlike button. Leave a comment. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, and we all don't see things the same way. But I would still love to dialogue with you, and maybe we can come to a point of agreement or agree to disagree. It's all good. But anyway, that's all I have. And share it. Snacks Thoughts and Eric Broadus YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, associates, frenemies, enemies, cats, dogs, roast cats, bats, goats. Share it and push it out, guys, all right? Have a good weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Peace out.